Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Talent TV's Be in the Talk. Of course, I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another great episode of Be in the Talk. Of course, we all know Be in the Talk is a podcast where we have influential conversations with great guests, in the entertainment industry, and I'm super excited to introduce our next guest for today. We've actually done a written interview for one of his short films alone, but he is this British-born Ghanaian filmmaker. He's wanting to leave his mark on the UK and African film industry. He's known for his movies, films Alone, Untamed. He also has an upcoming film Off on Duty coming on later out this year, and he's also has his own production called Little Drops Production. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Richard Kattah. Hi, Richard.
Hi.
How are you?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing great. So glad we have you on here today. I'm really excited to talk to you because we talked to international guests before, but you are our first one from the UK.
Woo woo woo! that was so cool. Oh man, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys, man. Thank you for having me. Actually, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm excited to get started and then talk to you with you, Mr. Richard. I first want to start off with our first question. When did you begin your passion for filmmaking?
Oh, do you know it's a bit of a weird one because I can't really tell how I started or when I started. It was more of it was something that I picked up unconsciously. So usually when we have like family events and stuff, I would just film with a camcorder or maybe a phone or something, and then put it together, edit it on iMovie. So it wasn't quite a serious thing until I think one day one of my friends. So basically, based on Alone, one of my friends, he did media at university here in London, called university. So I think that's college for you guys. And he was like, "I want to do a film." I was like, "Yeah, actually, do you know what? Let's try something." So we literally put two and two together. He grabbed the camera. I grabbed my sisters, my mom, a few friends. I was like, "Hey guys, let's try something." And that's how we did Alone. So it wasn't something that I actually planned out that I wanted to do. It was just something that I literally just picked up randomly, if you get what I mean.
Oh wow, really? So it just wasn't nothing really planned, just randomly.
No, it wasn't planned at all. All my life, all I wanted to do is I wanted to be a computer engineer. That's what I wanted to do. So I studied computer science in college, studied computer science in university. So that was my main target. Until eventually, obviously, this whole filmmaking stuff literally just came to me. I personally feel like it was a gift from God. He was just like reminding me what I'm capable of doing and just literally giving me that little nudge that, listen, this is what you're capable of doing. So just take it on. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is, for one, computer whiz is completely different path from filmmaking. So that, yeah,
it
that
is.
so
No,
that
it is.
So I was like, oh wait, computer whiz? Oh, that is so far away from filmmaking.
Yeah, I'm still a computer whiz though. Don't get it twisted. I can still work on a computer, but my main passion right now is filmmaking. Like I actually absolutely love it, and it's that bad that I literally quit my job just to take filmmaking full time.
And hey, look at the success that has come to you. You've started, making your own films, and you started your own production, which I definitely wanted to get into that. Can you please tell us about Little Drops? And not only that, but where did the name come from?
Oh yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people ask that. Where did the name come from? Okay, so initially the production company was called Kattah Films Production, but I hated the fact that it had my surname to it. And I needed to I wanted to find a way to change it, but I wasn't too sure yet. So I think it was Kattah Films Production for I think about 2 years, and then my nan in Ghana died, and when she died, she had a shop in Ghana called Little Drops. So I just had a thought. I was thinking, hold on a second, I've got an idea. How about I change the name to Little Drops Production, and then obviously hold it as a tribute to my nan. Spoke to my mom about it. She was like, actually, that sounds really, really dope. And then since then, I think I just went on with Little Drops Production. It's a registered company now, so Little Drops Production is here to stay, and I want to make sure that a lot of people hear this name over and over again.
Absolutely. What a beautiful tribute. That is so nice.
Yeah.
That's really special. I like it when people can connect, what they're passionate about with, something that's personal, because it just makes it more catching to everybody else, and it just makes it more.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly. But Richard, I know running your own production cannot be easy. Can you please tell us
Definitely
here at
not.
Black Talent TV, what are the pros and cons of running your own film production?
Do you know what? It's actually not easy. Okay, well, I would say that sometimes you work your own hours, if you get what I mean. So if you wanna wake up at like 3 a.m. and the funny thing is, I hardly sleep because I'm always up at 9 editing or working on something, which is a good thing. So I get a chance to sort of sleep in the day ish, but then again, I still have a lot to do. So it's not just me in the team as well. I've got a couple of my friends in the production company. So we have a team of about 10. Everyone has got their own role. So we've got a writer, we've got a graphic designer, we've got a storyboard artist, we've got a production manager, we've got a producer, we've got 2 interns, we've got a film editor and a music video editor. So we do have a lot of people in the team. So I mean, it's actually enjoyable to have a team work with you. The only problem with that sometimes is having to get consistent jobs, because you do that one odd job and then people see your stuff, they're like, whoa, this is brilliant, we love it, and then they come to you and then they want you to create something similar for that. However, they don't have the budget, so it's like you kind of question yourself whether to bring down your budget just to work with people, or just stick to that sort of level where your work is always consistent. Because I say this to my teammates in Little Drops. I say to them, we need to make sure that every work we do is better than the previous. So as you can see, every work that we've done is always better than the previous one. So you guys remember you did a little interview with me for Alone. This was like a couple, 4 years ago. And then now, seeing my recent film on GE, you can see the difference in terms of quality, in terms of actors, in terms of the sound, in terms of everything. We've come a long way. So it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard working with clients who can't really meet the budget, or just people who just it's just very hard to just find jobs. But when we get the jobs, we're so grateful and we make sure we smash it.
Oh yeah, and absolutely,
Yeah,
and I like that advice. Honestly, what you tell your team, make sure your work is better than the previous one, because that's what
yeah,
we here at Black Talent TV try to do. We always try to make sure our work is better than our previous ones.
yeah. That's the
I really like that. I might have to trademark that one day, just one day.
hey, that's mine. That's mine. You can't.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, look, we'll talk about sharing the proceeds. We'll talk about sharing the proceeds.
Okay, no worries. What do I get? 50%, or in fact,
Well,
let's make it. Let's
15,
make it
15.
nine.
Well, like I said, we'll talk about the proceeds. I can definitely make that in this shirt.
No worries, no worries.
So, but Richard, with the same thing that happens with actors and directors. We have certain films or certain people that inspire us to start what we do. What
Yeah.
kind of films kind of inspired you to want to start Little Drops?
Um. Okay, do you know what's funny? The films that inspired me to start Little Drops were actually films back in Ghana, because I grew up in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
I so I was born in the UK. I went back to Ghana when I was 5, and then I came back when I was 18. So half of the time I was watching films in Ghana. But when you're watching films in Ghana and then watching films from the Western world, obviously in America and the UK, you can see the difference. You want to sort of change certain things. You know what I mean? So the genre or my niche that I usually go for is usually action thriller, and psychological thriller.
Mm-hmm.
The film that sort of got me was actually Set It Off. I like the fact that it was all female casted, and it was different. And watching that, and I'm watching Jeepers Creepers, and I'm watching a lot of Tarantino films, because I'm that kind of person. I love horror films, so it does nothing for me. Now, trying to create horror films it's going to be tricky. But Tarantino is someone that I've actually actively followed a lot. I know it might sound very, very cliche, because a lot of directors or upcoming directors will say, yeah, Tarantino. But honestly, Tarantino is someone that I've actually looked up to. I wouldn't say Spielberg, because it's like, again, um, it's another cliche one. Spike Lee, however, has been someone that I've actually looked up to as well. I remember when I started off, my friends used to make a little joke and say, "Oh yeah, hey, you're the upcoming Spike Lee." So I mean, watching these people doing their work and then watching the films back in Ghana, it made me realize that, you know what, I don't really have a specific film that inspired me, but a lot of films that I've seen have sort of helped me think, you know what, let me just do this. Basically, going back to Ghana just to fix a lot of things, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and I knew we got a long way because I'm a horror film too. I love it.
Yeah.
I can watch it all day, every day, no problem.
Yeah, it does nothing to me, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. I also love Spike Lee and Quentin Tarantino, so I can definitely see how those guys can inspire you. I mean, they've made great films, and like you
Great
said,
films, yeah.
Set It Off is honestly one of my personal favorites.
Oh,
So
really?
the fact that you said that, oh yeah, it's one of my personal favorites. I love Queen Latifah. She's just flawless to me. So
Yeah,
I just,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. And just to play off that, going back to Ghana just for a little bit, you have said you wanted to go back to film a series and a feature film. Can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit more about that?
Okay, so I've written, I wrote a series for Ghana. This was about 2 years ago. I haven't really touched it yet because I'm trying to. Again, this is all part of being self-employed and everything. You just need a budget, and it's very hard to find people who would actively want to put money into it and then obviously get it done. But I've got a series based on something that's happening in Ghana right now that I want to create. I can't really say much about it, but it's based on something that's happening in Ghana right now, and it's quite big. And we want to create this series that can grab people's attention. But again, the only problem is that it's just hard to just get it done. We need to finance it ourselves. But we've got the series, and also I want to do a feature film. Again, it's all about tapping into the history in Ghana, and you're just getting putting the films out there so people in the Western world can see it and be like, whoa, so this is what Africans are capable of doing. Because our films right now in the Ghana film industry are all about love, 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 betrayal, love. That's what we see. You understand? And it's a bit repetitive. So I want to create something that's unique and different from what new and old film directors in Ghana have created.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and I can't wait to see what those are because like I said, I watched Alone and I watched Untamed, and I really think that those were something different short films because I love short films from what I've seen and stuff like that, and I just thought they were so amazing. So I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what you can create when you go back to Ghana.
So say that again.
I said I can't wait to see what you create when you go back to Ghana.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? I actually went Ghana in September, and I created so it's more like an experimental short film just to show people what we can do. It's not out yet. Again, it's an experiment, so I didn't really put 100% into it. I got a few actors who were actually quite good. I got my cousin in there as well, and obviously my very good friend Lex McCarthy, who was the cinematographer. He helped create this, and I mean, looking at the visuals right now, you can see the difference between what's out there and then what we actually created in that short space of time. I actually can't wait to just put it out there so for people to see it. Again, it's an experimental short film, but people are welcome to let us know what they think about it. But it looks good. Hopefully, people can watch it and believe that films from Ghana can change. If you get what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, I cannot wait to see what you create and what comes out of it. I mean, you are to me one of the most exciting directors, filmmakers, because like I said, your stuff that I've already seen is so different, but it's so gritty and edgy, and I love it. So I can't wait to
Oh, thank
see.
you so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh yeah, I have a deep love for movies that are very gritty and edgy, and so I cannot wait to see, what you come up with there. But just elaborate just a little bit more. Do you have any plans of maybe future projects that involve coming into the U.S. and filming?
You know what's funny? I was meant to shoot a short film in New York last year August. So one of my friends Anna was meant to help create that, but I never had a chance to come to New York, so I ended up going to Ghana to create a film. But I do have a plan to shoot a short film that the script is already ready for it. Um, it's gonna be based in New York. I actually really want to get it done, to be honest with you. And obviously having this conversation now and people hearing about it, we have to actually do it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's one of it's one of my dreams to shoot in America. I'm working with a client right now. He's based in Florida and he wants a short film done as well. So he contacted Little Drops, and he wanted to know how it's possible for myself, the director, to fly down to Florida to get a short film done. Film is about mental health type of thing. And so, I mean, there's a hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see. I mean, I was just about to ask you, um, have you ever been to the U.S. before?
Yes. I've been to. So I used to help my friend film a show called Backchat London. So we came to New York. Um, and we went to DC and we went to Houston to film the Backchat London, sorry, Backchat New York and Backchat Houston. I did come to New York a few years ago for a film festival, Wiper Film Festival. One of my films got selected, so I just came down there to obviously watch the film. So it was a great experience. Yeah. So
Oh,
I have been to the States a couple of times.
that is so awesome to have your film selected for a festival. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that has got to be great to get that call and just, oh my God,
It's
I've always,
it's 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 very nice. Honestly, it feels so good. It feels
well,
so
yeah,
good.
because it just means that your movies are reaching to a wider audience and it's having an impact.
Yeah, exactly.
Which,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, which kind of comes on to my next question for you. Like I said, your short film Untamed really was a powerful impact not only in the UK film industry but for your career as well. Can you tell
yeah.
us how doing a film like that could lead you to your new film On Duty? And can you tell us about your new film On Duty?
Okay, so with Untamed was more like a test just to see what we're capable of doing because we did um Alone, and then the next thing we did was Untamed. So it was kind of it was kind of different as a new upcoming director to sort of take that on. And I edited the film myself, so it was a bit interesting. But having to do that and having to obviously watch people enjoy it. We actually had a premiere for it, and then having to have people watch it and then enjoy it, and then obviously give their feedbacks on what they felt worked, what didn't work, all that kind of stuff. I felt like it helped me grow as a person, as a director, and obviously as someone that wanted to get that far. So I felt like Untamed or created Untamed has shaped what I am today. And I feel like I haven't really reached my final form yet. I still have a long way to go in terms of learning as well. But again, as I said, every our work, our previous, well, what's the word? Our next work always has to be better than the previous, if you get what I mean. So that's
Oh yeah,
that's what it is. So Untamed has kind of shaped that. Yeah,
yeah. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to On Duty, and I'm really glad. Like I said, when I watched Untamed, it was very raw, but it was very thrilling. It was very exciting, and just kind of showed exactly what you can do as a filmmaker. So that's what definitely caught my eye and got my interest. So I could
yeah,
definitely see how that definitely impacted the UK film industry. So as for your new film On Duty, I'm really excited. I've been hearing quite some buzz around it.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. He's trying to keep going. Yes, that's okay. That's okay. He's trying to keep.
I'm trying to keep cool. I'm trying to keep
Yeah,
cool.
that's all right. I got it. Trust me, I got the coyness. We might be through computer, but I've got him trying to play cool. I got it. So, Mr. Richard, where do you hope to take Little Drops Productions in the future one day?
So as I said before, creating a lot of films in the Ghana film industry, just making sure where they I wouldn't say the powerhouse, but I want to make sure that name Little Drops Production is heard everywhere. So when films are out, it's like you seeing Universal all the time or seeing Marvel. We want to
Mm-hmm.
be that sort of production company that people come to get their films done. We can do all types of genres, so we want to be that production company that people come to. So in the UK and in Ghana as well. Obviously, eventually we're gonna break into the US and do a couple of films as well. But my main priority is Ghana and in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
I
obviously making a few music videos here and there as well. So yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
we did. We did.
Hmm? Go on.
Yeah, we did a music video for an artist called Shay Jacobs, who's a very good friend as well. He's recently released his new single called Space on Friday, and we created a video for it. And I mean, the response about the video and the song has been quite amazing, to be honest with you. And from that, we've had people following the Little Drops production page and obviously my personal one as well, and people inquiring about getting music video done. So I mean, it just goes to show that our work is quality enough for these kind of people to come to us and ask, to get stuff done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I can't. Will we able when your friend releases a video? Will we able to see it on YouTube? Because I would love to be able to check it out and
Yeah,
see.
no, it is out. I can send it to you right after this conversation. I can, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. And you guys, everyone in Black Talent TV, make sure you guys check that out too, and make sure you check out that music video as well. I can't wait to see it. But
Yeah.
just to go on, Richard, can you tell us what's some of the most rewarding experiences you've had since becoming a filmmaker?
Um, Creating films, submitting it to film festivals, and getting selected at film festivals. Having a premiere and having loads of people come out to the premieres just to watch your films. Just having people actively message you and want to be part of Little Drops production and intern or something like that. I mean, we've had loads of emails right now in our company emails, people asking to be part of Little Drops, people asking to get stuff done. So I mean, it's just very rewarding because it's like a breath of fresh air where you can finally say, yes, this is what we've been trying to do. Put our name out there where people can actually recognize what we're capable of doing. Filmmaking, music video wise, everything. This is what we can do, and we like the fact that people are actually coming to us and saying, "Hey guys, we want to work with you. Hey guys, we want you to do this for us," that type of thing. So it's just very, very rewarding, and especially when you have a team and you tell them that we've got a new job, guys, and everyone just very, very excited. They're just like, yes, all right, cool, let's get it done. And my team are very, very reliable. Every single person in the team have their role, and when I tell you everyone does it right, they do it really, really good. So yeah, no, it feels really, really good. So yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is awesome. And it's gonna be great. That's I'm really glad you have a really great team like that that gets
Yeah.
excited for a new job and it just you're around people who are helping you make that dream come true and you're getting recognition and you guys are seeing the impact and like you said, you're getting calls, you're getting emails, you guys are getting your name out there and this is definitely why we here at Black Talent TV wanted to interview you because we've been checking out Little Drops Productions, we've been checking out the short films for a while now, obviously, since we've been
Uh,
working for you. So
you guys are stalking us now,
yeah, a
huh?
little bit, maybe a little bit, but hey, we can't help it. You guys bring out quality good films, so we can't help it. We can't help it. We recognize greatness,
I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much.
No problem. So coming up with the last question for you, Mr. Richard, um can you give young filmmakers some really good solid advice?
Oh, okay. Um, I'll be very, very honest with you. What I would say to young filmmakers is you got to be very, very persistent and consistent as well. It's not easy. I can tell you that for a fact. You're gonna have a lot of people saying to you, "You can't do it." Nah, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna get a lot of that, and it's good. You should get a lot of that. To be honest with you, because that's what you need. You need that kind of you need that kind of what's the word? You need people to say that, so that would push you to push you to your limits. You understand? You got to be very, very persistent when you're working as a young filmmaker because it's not going to be easy. A lot of things you're going to do, you're going to try, you're going to fail, but again, it's good to fail. I say to my colleagues all the time, it's okay to fail. Let's fail. Let's fail. Let's fail. Because what happens is that once you fail, you're gonna find a way to win, find a way to get it right. And once you get it right, you found that formula, you found the solution, and then you work with that. And then when you fail again, you find another route, find another way to get it right, and then you work with that. So it's okay to fail, but just make sure you're ready to push as far as you can just to get it right.
I agree with that. I so
Yeah,
agree with that. You
yeah,
know, it's when you it's people think failing is such a really bad thing, but it's not because when you fail is when you find the way to get up and actually win. you gotta have that. So yeah, I so agree with you on that one, Richard.
Yeah, it's just the truth, to be honest with you. A lot of people fail and then they just give up, and which is quite sad. To be honest with you, I've gone through that where there was a point in time where I doubted myself. So I would do something and then I'm just like, oh, it's not working. I give up. Until I had that wake up call, I had that sort of feeling that, you know what, you're more than that. You're more than capable of doing what you can do. So just get on with it. Literally, I just had to get on with it. And then I just, go on
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I really thank you for sharing that because I know our audience, Black TV audience, can definitely relate to that of a feeling of giving up and then having that wake up call. So, it's good to know that someone, who's accomplished as you has had that feeling, got through it, and is now continuously striding to do what he loves. And I admire that about you, Richard. I really do.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. I really appreciate you giving your time, sitting down, talking with us today. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, Little Drops Production has been on our radar for a while now. So has your film. So I'm really glad I got the opportunity to talk with you today.
No, thank you for having me as well, man. Thank you for taking the time to obviously watch our stuff as well, and then obviously taking your time to interview me. I really do appreciate it, and I know my team will appreciate it as well.
Of course, of course. We here, Black Talent TV, definitely supports Little Drops. And if you guys want to definitely support Little Drops as well, make sure you check out their Twitter. Make sure you definitely check out their website and check out their films and just see the amazing quality films and music videos that they have. It's truly amazing. It's they definitely are making films that are different from any other films. So definitely make sure you check that out, and make sure you check out Richard, of course, on his own personal Twitter and Instagram page, because this filmmaker definitely needs to be on everybody's radar if he is not already. So definitely, just in case if he's not already, make sure y'all put him on his radar. Make sure you put y'all on his radar because he definitely deserves it. So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you so
Nope.
much.
Absolutely. Now, everyone, you know me. I'm your hostess with the most, Simone Jackson. Remember, if you guys want to contact or ever advertise with Blacktown TV, make sure you guys give us an email at info@blacktown.tv.com. We are always happy and willing to hear from everybody. We are the multicultural talented media platform, so make sure you guys just drop us an email. And again, I want to thank our guest, Mr. Richard, and I want to thank everybody for listening in. Blacktown TV family, Richard, you guys have a blessed
Peace.
day. Bye.
Yeah, peace. Bye.